Welcome back to R for Economics. Now we're going to be talking about some lists, what we can do with lists in our in R. So if we go through and have a look at class of 1, this is the number 1, well, it's a number. If we look at the class of pizza, then it's a character. If we look at class of a list, it's list. So let's make a list. There we go, list 10 through 12. This is what we would normally see. If we did that, we'd normally see 10 through 12 with the 1, but it has this thing added here. So it's bracket, bracket, 1, bracket, bracket. So let's give us a variable x, which is a list, and see that it's a list of one item. And if we want to print it, we can see that it's just simply this. If we want to inspect this, we can see that this just says x, and it's got 1 bracket, 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 1 bracket, bracket. And this is the list item 1, and it's an integer, and it's giving us some information about that. So now we can look at 10 through 12, that's our variable. And if we want to look at the first one, which is the bracket, bracket, 1 bracket, bracket, we can get our 10, 11, 12 back again. If we want just the third one, because man, I really wish I could come up with 12, I can do that, and I can now select based on that list. So I can choose the third item in the first item of the list. Great. Well, that's just one item in our list. Let's have more. Let's pizza, beer, and donuts. And this, Anscom. Well, this is just an X and Y's, a small data frame. So we can make a list where we have 10, 11, 12, which we know is numeric, and we have this, which we know is a character string, and this, which is a data frame. So let's make that Y. So now we could look at Y in our environment, and we can see that it says an integer, character, and then a list, 11, 12, data frame right there. Data frame with 11 rows and 8 columns. So it's got information regarding our what we put in. So we can get that back using the Y bracket, bracket, 1 bracket, bracket, or 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. We can class of Y is still a list. Class of the second item, class Y bracket, bracket, 2 bracket, bracket, we get character, and that we knew from when we inspected our Y list before. We can get the third element as donuts. We can actually edit this. We can say Y bracket, bracket, 2 bracket, bracket, 3 bracket, 3 bracket, we want to change donuts to ice cream. Why? Because ice cream is better than donuts. So we can do that just by assigning it ice cream. Look at Y now. There's our 10, 11, 12, pizza, beer, and ice cream. Very nice, as long as you're not lactose intolerant. So now we can actually get the fourth item. So we want the X4 here. And we can do that through Y bracket, bracket, 3 bracket, bracket, $sign X4, because that would be the X4 element. Look, we were able to grab it, 888819, 888. Fantastic. Now let's say we wanted this number. Well, where is that number? That's the 9th row and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th column. We can collect that this way. So we can grab this, and there we go. We were able to grab that number just like we were before, and then we're able to use this list in order to grab things. And note that this is where we got Anscom. What would we use this for? Well, some functions that we'll get into later in this series require that you only provide it with one piece of information. But in some cases, it might want information in the set of a list. So it says, give me a set of integers, give me a set of characters, and then also give me the data frame. Okay, great. And we will see you in the next video.